Craig Sullivan, God damn it, you're looking sexy out there on the beach.
Just another beautiful day in sunny Southern California, my brother.
That tells me it's time for an audit. Hey, everybody, Mr. Craig Sullivan. Over there, around somewhere. There he is, right over there. I'm Glenn House. Welcome to Friday Night Audit. So excited to be back in my home studio. Though I wish I was at the Fairmont Olympic Hotel in this brand new, beautiful lobby bar. Maybe one day I'll get there. Hey, sup, everybody? Good to see you all tuning in right now for us on the audit. So, Craig Sullivan, it is exciting to be back here week after week. Just for all of those tuning in for the first time, what, Craig, is Friday Night Audit all about? Except bad William Shatner impersonations.
It's all about the lighter side of hospitality, a little light conversation, a little laughter, hopefully, and us crashing and burning. And our number one fan, Amy, is here.
Hey, well, there'll definitely be laughter. Unfortunately, they'll be laughing at us, not with us. But tonight's very exciting because we've got a vodka drink. I love the vodka drink. All of a sudden, I feel like maybe we should be playing some Chumbawamba or something like that. Plus, we're discussing what it's like getting back on the road for business and sharing how that affects us when we take our personal vacations. Plus, we'll give the crew a reason to use the Grumpy Glenn hashtag over there and lots more. But first, a little message from producer Dave, don't you think? Do you want to hear from him?
Yeah, let's bring producer Dave.
Everyone always wants to hear from me, but you know, I'm sorry. I'm looking a little disheveled today. I'm looking a little more to the Glenn side of things than I typically do.
First of all, I was going to say that's the best you've ever looked on this day. But,
my blue fleece, my T-shirt, my hair's all messed up. But it's honestly, it's for a good reason. And unfortunately, I have to step away early for the show today because some good news. Obviously, as we talked about last week, I did secure myself a new hotel job, and we are scheduled to open up next Thursday.
Nice.
So employees are coming back on Monday to get all reestablished and get set up. We are super, super excited about that. But that, of course, means the team is here late doing a deep clean, making sure the hotel is prepped and ready to welcome those employees back with a nice, fresh, squeaky hotel. So I probably do need to go and be actually a good employee for once. Head out, help them.
You were never a good employee when you worked with us all the time. Why should you start doing that now?
Well, as Anthony says almost every day on No Vacancy, it all starts at the top. So looking at you, Glenn. Looking at you.
I understand what that means because I am the.
I'm staying out of this.
But again, have a great show. You have a great guest today. A really great chick. I'm really sorry I'm going to miss it, but I do want to make sure we get the hotel ready for the employees. So if we finish up, early enough, I will come back here and make sure the place hasn't burned down.
All right.
And if I'm not back in time, Amy, Suzanne, Carol, all of you guys, Daniel, please keep these guys in check because I have no faith that Craig and Glenn can hold it down.
All right. Thank you.
We can't. It's going to crash and burn.
Your words were inspiring, and we wish you lots of good luck tonight. Have fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll get back soon. And bring the whole crew.
Next week I'll be back.
All right. See you later. Take care, brother.
Take care, David.
All right. So, well, that's a relief.
We're left up to our own devices. We've got no supervision. Oh, boy. The shenanigans are going to start.
Oh, boy. Speaking of shenanigans, Craig.
We've got a great guest today.
Wait, he's back.
You've got.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Producer Dave has to produce for one more second. Glenn, before you start drinking your drink, play the video.
Yes. I will remember to play that video. Don't you worry about it, Dave. But sadly, you're going to go and you're going to miss that brilliant hitting of a button, which will start a video. So sorry. All right. Craig, I feel so go on.
No worries at all. So today we've got one of the best people in the hotel industry joining us. We've got Laurie Gardner, Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts, franchise development, works Southern California, Arizona, and Southern Nevada. And she has been in the industry been with Intercontinental for 9 years. So she has seen 2 downturns in her tenure at IHG. And Laurie Gardner is one of the best franchise development people in the industry. Laurie, welcome to the show. How are you?
How are you guys?
So excited.
That was
Good to
quite
see
the
you.
intro. I hope I can live up to that.
You always do. I have no fear of that at all. You always live up
Don't
to
even
it.
try. My idea is just disappoint them early and often so that nobody has any expectations.
Well, you know, if you start drinking early enough, everything seems awesome after that.
So I've got some good news. Producer Dave might not be here, but I've got a much better producer in the background. Yes, we got the orange cam in the house.
Yeah, I love
Look
it.
at
You got
that.
the oranges. Yay.
I know my stack of oranges is going to be much more entertaining than Dave ever has been. So I'm excited about that. We'll be right back to you, Orange Cam, in just a second. So
I still can't believe that you've got a sharp instrument. Okay, I am totally dumbfounded with that.
That's awesome.
well, apparently whoever let me have it is entirely dumb that I found it. So we'll see what happens.
You mean your background didn't have the knife just there waiting for you?
I know. Maybe I
You just reach back there and get it.
Too funny.
Fortunately, I have a real background, or maybe unfortunately, I can just go grab a knife. Although I do have you.
Now that's a knife.
Serrated works really well on
Excellent.
oranges.
All right. So we're going to get to a little bit about Laurie over the drinks, but God dang, I'm not going to forget after Dave reminds me, what time is it? Well, it's
Video time.
That's right. It's cocktail time, everybody. It's time where we want our guests to tell us what kind of cocktails they want to make, because Craig and I are too lazy to think of our own. So, Laurie, what are we drinking this week? And let's bring back on
the orange can. Dun, 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 dun. So we are having a screwdriver, which is not any ordinary screwdriver. So here in Arizona, all of the citrus fruit is at its peak.
Right.
And come the end of March, you got to get all of it off the tree so that all the blossoms can turn into fruit for next year. So I just got done picking all of the oranges off my tree. I have been juicing like a maniac, and what better way to do but pair it with a little Tito's. And because it can be kind of sweet and kind of heavy, yeah, I trump you, mister. Trump
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That's just for tonight, though. We're good.
Yeah, this is just
That is
after
nice lead.
last week I was afraid of. Well, 2 weeks ago I was afraid I was going to run out, so I wanted to make sure I had enough for tonight. Think I'm going to have enough?
I don't know. You may run out of oranges, but you probably won't run out of Tito's.
Squirt 400 ounces of vodka and 1 squirt of orange. Is that
There you go. Just for the coloring, get the orange in there.
True. Well, and I do put a little club soda. I happen to have LaCroix today, just because it gets a little sweet and a little heavy. And we like, kind of beach drink. It's 92 degrees here today. So we will be making something refreshing.
Yeah, it's in
There
the
you go.
30s here, so I'm looking forward to it. Really cool me down.
You need. Oh, I like that. Your orange can's all set up there. With a little shameless plug on the no vacancy, the no vacancy mask there.
I got a special Friday night audit swag that I bought for us soon, but so I had to use this one, which I just got. I'm excited. I'm preparing for the Hunter Hotel Investment Conference. I want to look all sexy, ready for the rage.
There you go.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, pull out the black
not
one
the
you
rave.
have.
What's that?
Pull out the black face mask you have.
That seems really good.
Oh, do tell.
I can't reach anything right now. I'm on a cord over here.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
Well, Craig's cheating. He went ahead. Now that you did that, Craig, you at least have to hold up your cup and show me what it says. Woo! Yes.
Yes, I have got the official Holiday Inn Express Yeti tumbler, and I've got the Avid Hotel Yeti tumbler for my morning coffee.
There you go. Limited edition, those things
Now,
are.
you're talking about juicing.
Lori is helping me with my caffeine addiction, and she sends me really great cups so I can really get caffeinated in the morning.
Yes, and
follow espresso beans on top.
Right, follow Craig's Coffee Addiction every morning online. You can't get away with it. The guy is infatuated with taking pictures of coffee, and I love it.
Agree.
All right,
Agree.
good.
Let's
Got to
do it.
have a hobby when you're in lockup.
All right, I'm going to turn you to my little drink cam. How about that?
Nice.
How about that? Okay. First of all, we've got to put some vodka in our big glass of ice. Now, some of you are going to measure this. I don't. I was a bartender once. You just say my dog has fleas. My dog has lots of fleas.
My dog.
See? Got it? How many fleas does your dog have? All right. I have a big old citrus juicer in the other room, but we're going to do this with the handy dandy clampy thing.
There you go.
I'm going to have to squeeze it.
Whoa, you are going old fashioned.
I'm super old.
All right, I'm going to stand up here.
This is Glenn's workout for the week.
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Glenn. Come
I'm
on.
dripping. There we go.
Ready to get in the face. Got to do it.
One down. One to go.
This makes for great TV, by the way.
It does?
I bet you there's some guy that squeezes oranges on YouTube that's got like 5 million views or something.
Oh, probably. I'm gonna have to compete with him now.
All right. So,
it depends on how much orange you like. I tend. Ooh, that's not my garnish, but it's kind of pretty.
There you go.
I'm gonna go one more half, and then I'll fill with club soda. Again, preference. I just don't like it too heavy, too sweet. But if you like your sweeter, you can go a little heavier. And if you don't have oranges to squeeze, I probably would just skip it altogether. Because there's nothing like the fresh. All right, and now I'm just going to top off with a little of my soda. Keep a little bubbly.
Very good, guys. Look at that. Little stir. Little sound effects. We spare no expense bringing you this show. We've got our orange cam. Yeah. We've got sound effects. We've got Glenn, me, and special guests every week. So
there you go. All right. It's the Laurie special screwdriver.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
I forgot my garnish. Again, make it pretty.
Holding up all right. I honestly don't know, Daniel.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. I can't do a garnish because I have to have the lid on in case.
Is that really coffee, Craig?
No. This is a very delightful, refreshing take on a screwdriver. That fresh squeezed orange juice and the club soda with the Tito's. Best screwdriver ever. Great idea, Laurie. I love it. This is nice and refreshing. This is going to be out on the patio this weekend. So,
me too.
To show you the excitement that's coming up on the weekend for me, I got our favorite catalog in, Glenn, Sweetwater. So if anybody from Sweetwater is watching, we'll be more than glad to take some free gear, and you can be a sponsor.
Yeah, here's the problem with the freaking Sweetwater catalog. He goes ahead and he buys some stuff, then he makes me feel really bad about myself and super insecure. So then I have to go buy some gear to overcompensate, and it's really not pleasant for me.
And Glenn's winning, so I got to do something.
Okay, I'm a ding-dong. What is it?
Oh, it's just all the gear that we use around here for making the
camera, lights.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the swag stuff that I gave Craig, but he hasn't given me any of.
Oh,
yours is coming. I've got an order in. It's as soon as it gets here. You got swag coming. You got
Laurie, other than Craig and getting the mugs and stuff that you sent him, all the coffee related gear. What is the best piece of swag that has ever been received by the franchising community from IHG? And what is your biggest regret when it comes to putting out a piece of swag?
The biggest, the one that the favorite is actually what Mr. Sullivan has. The Yeti is, it's a good one. It's a really good one. I'm sure after this I'm going to get the, hey, can I get one? I don't have any more.
No, I got the very last one.
You really
there
did.
are no more.
That was the last one I had.
This is the last one. And I don't let anybody drink out of it. It's mine. Period.
You don't share your drinks.
My son reaches for it. If he comes over, I swat his hand away from it. Get away from there. Don't touch
Like,
it.
do you have a roommates or something like that? What's going on over there?
I didn't hear you.
The worst one. That'll take me a minute. I'm trying to think. So I'm going to tell a quick little anecdote, though. Speaking of trade shows, and I call it trick or treating kind of people. Hey, what do you got? What do you got? I have 4 grandkids. What do you got?
Yeah, you go from booth to booth. You get all of that junk, and then you're like, "How did I get all this junk?"
So there's the junk tchotchke stuff, right? And then there's the stuff like you give to the Craigs of the world that are the Yetis. We're not handing those out all the time. It just anything. Special people. Cheers, Amy.
Cheers, Amy. Anya, hello.
Anyway, so one time I was at a travel agent trade show, and a lady literally took an entire ham. Not kidding.
An entire ham?
Ham, yeah. Somebody was cutting ham and making like little sandwiches as like a little giveaway at their booth. Right. And he reached down to get more buns, and he came up and the ham was gone. The lady put it in like this probably plastic lined purse.
Wow. Now, come on. She must have been confused and thought she was at Costco, right?
Yeah. True story.
Wow. That's pretty bold.
Cheers.
That's pretty bold. Cheers. That's a great story.
I know. Craig, what is your favorite piece of swag that you ever got at a conference?
My Avid coffee cup and my Holiday Inn Express cold adult beverage cup, followed by my black on black playing cards.
Those are pretty cool.
That sounds cool. And you just happen to have them there?
It's all about the props. Glenn's got the sound effects. I've got the props.
So
that's the deal.
Let me see those. Let me see those cards again. Can you hold them up? Okay. Now I get it.
Not a good idea to play cards with these in a poorly lit room, okay? Because you cannot see what they are.
Oh my gosh.
And I've got some pretty good lights going right now, and there's the 6 of diamonds.
Wow.
So
that is not or maybe it is a good drinking game cards.
Could be.
Playing card dealer. Maybe get Craig a deal on some cards over there. I used to love going and collecting all the old playing cards and the dice from the casinos and stuff like that.
There you go.
A lot of fun. But you have to ask the best piece of swag I ever got in my entire life.
Just gonna ask you.
Yeah, total mistake, I think, and they were embarrassed that I got it. Didn't know what to do about it. They couldn't take it back. But I walked into my hotel room once at a major conference event and had a signed electric guitar from Bill Marriott in there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
You still got it?
I have no idea what happened to it. This is going back 20 years now. I don't know what happened. I wish I had something like that still.
Did the hotel take it, Glenn? Did the bellman have an eye on you and said, he's not getting that?
I got it home. I just don't really remember what happened after that. Yeah, it's really sad because that'd be a memorabilia to have right about now.
But, do you play guitar?
Well,
No.
No, I am not very musical. I make my kids play music like the guitar so I can live vicariously through them. I want to be my goal in life is to be one of those angry sports parents. So I do that with my kids, So, when they're playing guitar and stuff like that at the school band, if they play the wrong note, I get up, I scream, "What are you doing? How can you do that?" I yell that. Sometimes I have to yell at the conductor, "Why aren't you calling up my son to play more guitar?"
He needs more
But
playtime.
Laurie,
No, I've got to.
I mean, I got him a signed guitar from Bill Marriott, for goodness sake.
But I also have. I got from another hotel company. I've got a basketball. I still have this signed by all of the Harlem Globetrotters at the time. It's all back 8 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah,
that's very cool.
I like that. I know that. I feel really
What's your worst?
good about that. My worst?
Yeah, you wanted a for best and worst, right?
Yeah, well, for me, the worst. It's not like I didn't give away anything that sucks. I don't necessarily take, but I never understood those little like things that have a logo on it that you squish. Not the ball, which is higher quality, but sometimes it's like it's. Do you want to be a sponge? Are you not a sponge? I don't know what you're about. Am I supposed to put this on my desk and then think of your service every time I do something? I don't know what any of that is all about. So those kind of things annoy me that don't have any practical purpose. So I think, and I guess now we're deep into a segment we didn't plan on here, but what is really the perfect piece of swag to give out? And I love, Laurie, that you're doing the thing with the Yeti. My buddy Chris Green over at Chesapeake gave me one of those with their logo on it, and we use it every day because it's smart, it's practical. It might be a little bit more expensive, but it really connects it in a way. As opposed to getting any sort of junk, and then just putting it out there. Craig, what's some of the crap that you've seen, maybe?
I think you're right about those sponge things. We were all at a conference not too long ago, so not last year, but the year before, and got the swag bag when I checked in, and I was reaching in for a bottle of water, and I got the little sponge thing from a lender that looked like a race car, and it went right over my shoulder and behind the booth where I just got the swag bag. So I'm not even taking this with me. It's like, no. So that, and you know what? If you're going to give out T-shirts, there's one conference that we go to that's in Laurie's backyard. They give out the best T-shirts. So if you're going to give out T-shirts at a conference, make sure it's high quality. And something that isn't going to be a rag after you wash it the first time and it's shrunk down to a children's size.
I don't remember that event itself giving out. I guess they give out the pulp.
The wicking T-shirts.
Right. Those are pretty cool. And then there's this great.
And they're embroidered.
What's that?
And you need them in Arizona.
They're embroidered. Yeah, you do need them in Arizona. It's 3,000 degrees.
I got an amazing pullover from another hotel company that I really liked a lot. That was pretty cool. I still wear that one because it had the logo on it, but it was subtle. It's not over the top, so it's a nice, comfortable piece of clothing that gives them a little love, but not too. You don't feel weird wearing it.
There you go.
I don't want to blast to the world. I like kind of the tone on tone. A lot of times you'll see the logo, more subdued, but you're more apt to wear it more often. For cheapy stuff, I use this one all the time. This is a USB hub.
Yep.
By Supply Management.
Nice.
I have it on my laptop right now. So it gives me 4 extra USB ports.
Oh, and that's another thing that I hate getting when they give you those small little rechargeable batteries, but they're really small, and then they don't really charge anything, and all they do is get angry with you, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. If you're going to give out a battery, make sure it's going to be able to put at least one full charge onto something.
All right, so everybody over there, since we're talking about swag, what do you think is the most effective piece of swag that you've ever seen out there? This really made you say, these guys are cool. These guys are creative. They got it going on. So let us know over there in there. So maybe it's time to move on a little bit. So Laurie,
yes,
you travel an awful lot for business, don't you?
I do.
How often are you on the road? And I'm curious as to, are you comfortable when you go on vacation, or do you still think you're traveling for business, and how's that work out for you?
Well, in a quote normal world, I would normally travel weekly. Some, a few days off here and there, not off, but back at home to do follow up and that kind of stuff. So try to keep it to 3 days out and 2 nights, so I can have some time to get that stuff done. During pandemic 2020, Not a lot in the beginning, started doing a little bit towards the end of the summer. And then we kind of got more in the swing of it. We've been cautious to get back out there for good reason, of course. And everybody has a different threshold, about whether or not they feel comfortable. And IHG has, put no pressure. If you're comfortable, fine. And if you're not, that's okay. So there's no pressure to do it one way or the other. It's what your comfort level is. My personal comfort level is I get really uncomfortable when I'm not traveling. So I've been traveling a lot. But personal too. Like I sucked it up. I went over to Hawaii. It was so hard in December for fun. And I was a little worried that I wasn't. Was that, hun?
How are you? I'm going to go to Hawaii.
I have to go to Hawaii. Sucked it up. But no, it was, they still have travel restrictions, and I wasn't sure I was even going to be able to go, but luckily airline and yes, I was staying in an Airbnb because a lot of the hotels were closed and I wasn't sure that I would be able to stay at one. So, and plus a bunch of the restaurants are closed too. Actually, most of them were. So I wasn't sure, food wise, I might need to cook. So I booked a condo, and they were very understanding about canceling to the last minute too. So I was able to jump through all the hoops and get my tests 72 hours prior, uploaded, blah, blah, blah. And I was rewarded with a very uncrowded Maui.
Yeah. So
now, speaking of Maui, Glenn, I've known Laurie for 9 years, and she didn't pick up the phone and go, Craig, can I use your place? And I would have gone, Laurie, please, no problem. Go stay at my house. I got a beautiful crescent-shaped beach 100 yards from my front door.
Now so everybody
next time,
else
Laurie,
knows
you got to let
too.
me know. Yeah, but they don't know me. You do. So just like Glenn, I told Glenn,
careful what you wish for.
So Peter said they gave out hand sanitizer. It was really neat with all that handshaking. That was always a good one. I liked that one. Dan is totally practical. I was like swag I could bring home to my daughter. It might not sit on my desk, but some of it is still around years later. So for a number of years, my buddy Sean Worker, with whom we put out this book, The Adapters. Get it right now. Look at that. My name on an actual book right there. Buy it right now at Amazon.com. Anyway, after you're done buying it on Amazon.com, when I was working with them over at Bridge Street Global Hospitality doing their thing called Here to Stay TV, I'd go with them to do all these great video interviews at conferences overseas, all around Europe and stuff. They had the coolest thing. They did. They had their own bear that was their mascot, right? And they had a Build-A-Bear thing at the booth. So
that's kind of cool.
Everybody was making Build-A-Bears with the Bridge Street Bear, and then taking it home for their kids, just like Dan is saying, would be a great. It was a great gift. So I think that was a pretty solid one. Amy, she's racking her brains to remember really good swag. I know. Why spend all of the money if people aren't going to remember what you are giving them? Better to give them nothing than to give them something that you're just wasting your money on, is going to wind up in the garbage or not, or, worse yet, I feel like poor housekeeping, they get more crappy swag.
No. It makes it back to the office, Glenn, and you give it to your admin. They're just happy to get anything because they typically don't.
I thought you were going to say take all the koosh balls, put in the closet, and then it'll be like Trouble with Tribbles episode where
exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea too. So, Laurie, you just had a vacation. What was it like just packing to go on vacation and be out there?
Which vacation?
What was that like for you?
So I've been tacking days onto my trips too. So like Glenn was saying, is how do you really unplug or not unplug? And I think we're going to see more of that, moving forward. We were seeing a lot of that hybrid trip before pandemic, but even more so now. So it was crowded. All of the flights I have been on in the last 3 weeks have been crowded to the tune. I came back yesterday from Fresno, and they were taking volunteers to get up your seat. They were oversold.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Yesterday, we had 1.56 million travelers go through TSA. In 2019, that was 2.4 million. So we're still up 900,000, moving in the right direction. Much better than last year, when 124,000 total people went through.
Wow.
So thank God we're headed in the right direction. But Laurie, is there anything like anything differently you do when you're on vacation versus when you're on work business? Like for me, like I wind up going to bed at 10 when I'm on vacation rather than going out at 10 p.m. is one thing. I'm also relieved that I don't have to run out to places like Target to get breakfast while everybody's sleeping in the morning. Trips. And of course, one thing I don't have to worry about when I travel for work for leisure is I don't have to endure going through TSA and then seeing my wife set off the alarm so that water I told her to get rid of 5 seconds before. So I find there's a lot of these things that happen when I travel, for leisure versus work. Although I got to tell you, Craig, I was really off my game traveling to Florida this week for work, and I didn't know what was what. I felt like I wasn't clear on this. Breaking news.
Hey!
Producer Dave is back.
I'm back, and I got my big drink of water.
And you're in a new location.
Yes, I am in the basement. So you guys have a great view of my view.
It looks like you're in the cooler with Jack Torrance at the diner.
Well, honestly, anybody who's ever been into working in a New York City hotel, especially a newer New York City hotel, knows that all this space in my office is actually pretty good. I'm sitting pretty.
That's cool.
You just need a drink.
Well, I'll have to with the water today, and then I'll catch up. I'll catch up tonight.
There you go.
Excellent.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I'm having a little tech error over here. Hold on one second, everybody. All right.
See what I'm saying? I leave for half an hour of one show, and it falls apart.
I know.
Amy, Daniel, Suzanne, nobody kept them in check. Carol.
I know. Sorry. But,
and now Craig's gone.
Oh!
Craig, did you do that on purpose?
Not me. I didn't do that on purpose. Not at all. We had a battery go out.
All right.
So you guys are this vodka drink.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it looked like the LinkedIn feed was screwed up there for a second or so. So, I panicked. I don't understand what's going on with Craig, why he decided to go like that. Oh, it's just like Groundhog did. Dave comes back over and over again. Except I don't know if this is going to happen.
Daniel. It's very tough to keep them in check. Trust me. I did it for a year. It was impossible. I had all these gray hairs I have now. I was young and beautiful last year, and all of a sudden working with Glenn has changed me.
To be fair, Dave was young.
I'm glad he didn't throw me into that conversation.
No, Craig. You send me good gifts, so you're okay with me.
Because opening a hotel won't give you the gray hair.
No, not at all.
Still have my pen.
Nice.
So, Laurie, I talk about this every week, and I'm not going to stop until everyone knows what kind of person Glenn really is. But I met Craig about 2 or 3 weeks prior to me getting my new job. I've known Glenn for 2 years prior to me getting my new job. Craig sent me this gift. Craig sent me this gift. Want to know how much Glenn sent me?
None.
Absolutely nothing.
On Monday, motherfucker.
I won't even see you Monday, though. Unless you're going to come over to 33rd to 44th Street.
I thought you were going to dinner with us on Monday night.
That's right, Monday night. That's right. See, I already blocked you guys out of my mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Even bigger and better things. So I get where you're coming from, Dave. So I'm sitting here just squeezing an orange in case everybody's wondering what I'm up to.
I know. I decided that I would start my refill early, even though
David, do you want to tell them why you got a red pen?
Why I got a red pen?
Yeah.
This is the Crimson Red pen.
Yeah. No, you want to tell them why you got that color?
I would love to know myself.
I told you when I sent it to you. Because if he ever loans it to anybody and he gets distracted and they walk off with it, he can see it from across the room.
That's true.
Plus, that was a very limited edition in that Crimson
That's true.
Red.
Greg did say that. But honestly, Craig, like I said, I literally, as the psychopath that I am, pack it up every night. So
Nice.
there's nobody
I like
walking
that.
away with.
I
There's nobody
like
walking
that.
away with it. It's packed up and in my bag every night. It's secure. I cherish this pen. Unlike Glenn's friendship, I don't cherish that at all.
And, I've got a great piece of Friday Night Audit swag coming your way too, very shortly. So we're gonna get you to start singing a different tune.
Is it the official Grumpy Glenn merch?
No, it is not. Although we will have to get to that. But we'll get to that after the commercial break. Maybe we should take a commercial break right now.
There we go.
Take a look back in the past. Some great ads. We'll be back here in just 1 minute's time. Refill your drink. Have a trip to the bathroom. Whatever you need to do, just be back in 1 second.
Come be together at Disney. These are times you'll always treasure. Now your dreams come true. Golden days that last forever, shining just for you. Feel the joy that's all around you. Share the dream come true. Together at Disney.
Hello, I'm Martin Mull for Red Roof Inns, and here to announce Operation Pushpin. You've made us one of the most popular economy motel chains, so we're expanding. Putting more clean, comfortable inns across the nation. So wherever you see one of these, uh-oh.
Call 1-800-THE-ROOF for reservations and new locations.
Sorry.
That's not funny. I love Martin Mull. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that humor doesn't hold up, but I don't get it.
I remember that commercial. I found it very funny. So
I know, Dave. You say New York's coming back, and something's going on in Tribeca. They got that film festival and stuff that's going to be.
Yeah, they have this little film festival they do every year. It's like 1 or 2 films come out. Nobody really pays any attention to it. It's only the Tribeca Film Festival, Glenn. And there was some good news.
Minor festival.
There was some good news that they are bringing it back with in-person viewings early June. So
Nice.
I think that's going to be the first kind of major New York City event that's back in-person attendance, and that's obviously major news.
Yeah.
Certainly I would hope will be a big help. I don't know if I'm sure there's going to be capacity limitations. I don't know the full details about the opening, but the fact that they're even doing it with in-person viewings is just major, in my opinion.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
David, how does that impact your hotels and the surrounding ones? Are you guys anticipating you're going to be sold out the whole time, or?
I'm not really in that area.
Might as well be
Manhattan. That's more lower west side.
Lower West Side, okay.
But the hotels around Tribeca, World Trade Center area, they may see some bump from that. Again, it really depends on how many people are allowed to come. Is it only going to be actors and directors and producers and their kind of close friends and family? But Sarah has worked that event back in the day, as Glenn takes it off before I can finish reading it.
Hi, Sarah.
When she was 20 years old. That's awesome, Sarah. That's a really cool story.
That is cool.
I just want to show off some of my incredible producing skills you can watch every day on No Vacancy Live, since Dave's got a full-time job.
But yeah, Craig, I don't think that's gonna reach up to me, but it's definitely gonna have some kind of impact down in the Tribeca area.
So before we were talking about great swag, embroidered bag of room amenities. Reminds me of their gorgeous bar and restaurant. Which reminds me, Laurie, I've got great swag from a company called Six Continents Hotels. I've got a great bag there. I've got Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts bag. I've got what are some of the other names that the companies had?
Bass.
Oh yeah, Bass.
Bass.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That's the first one that I remember when they came in.
Do you still have your Priority Club card?
When it was your social security number?
Wow.
Do you remember that?
Wow.
Do you remember
Yeah. Forgot all about that. That's funny. Yeah.
So when I was in college, Before I bartended, I worked front desk at a Holiday Inn, and that was when it was all your social security number.
That's
Can you
amazing.
believe that?
That was a long.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Was this is before? I'm assuming before the age of computers, because I was barely around.
You're very kind. Yes.
But was identity theft as big as it is now?
Nobody even
No.
that wasn't even a term yet.
We were
Yeah.
too busy still
Yeah.
being afraid of hitchhikers instead of like now just getting into cars with strangers through an app, you know? So
Exactly.
totally different world.
Well, do you guys remember that when they had that when LifeLock first came out, the founder was like promoting his real social security,
Yeah.
saying it's so secure that even I'll do it, and he got
Here's
caught
my
like
social-
5 or 6
hacked, yeah.
times.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you can, because you can't lifelock anything. Now, allegedly, their ads have a lot of disclaimers in it that basically say, you know, whatever, you know, if it doesn't work, then what are you gonna do about it?
Sarah, I'm also before the age of computers. Okay, I remember my huge big box computer with the dial-up modem and the little ski-free game on Windows 95. I'm not exactly a newbie around here. Okay.
Yeah, great.
Okay, the fact that you said you were here in the pre-computer and then you described your computer,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Craig's first computer was actually an ENIAC. That's how far he goes back.
No, it was an abacus.
Do you remember the table tennis with the little boom?
Yeah.
Boom.
Pong.
Fun.
Pong. Yeah.
That was really fun. I love fun. You know, it's like you know, the kids of today, they didn't know what we had. You know, it's like we were spoiled. It's like that's like our walking uphill both ways to school type of thing. You know, we had Pong and we hit the ball back and forth, and we were happy with that. You know, that sort of thing.
Or that little handheld football game. It was like the very first one to come out.
There you
Come
go.
out with the white one.
Put that thing out.
With the little lines.
It had the little
Little
red.
red lines.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny. That's funny.
I had
Well,
to,
if you,
go on,
I'm
Craig.
going to say, if you recall, Atari almost bankrupt Warner Brothers when Warner Brothers acquired them, and their stock fell below $5 a share. And I jumped on that stock because I firmly believe that every entertainment company has its day other than MGM UA.
Right.
There's no reason to buy that stock ever. So I hung on to that stock through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond, and I unloaded it when they bought AOL. I said, this is not good. I'm getting out now. So, made a ton of money off of that. When my son was born in 81, I bought him Disney stock that is split several times, and he's got a ton of that. And unfortunately, the one that I bought him and I really liked was Marvel, but they went bankrupt. Their annual statement used to come in the form of a comic book. It was hysterical.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
How cool is that?
Atari Hotel is still in the works for multiple locations, Vegas and I think Phoenix,
Yeah.
right? I think.
Yeah.
Wait, Sarah, type in the comments. What was your first AIM screen name? I want to see this. I don't know if you guys were doing AIM or not when that was the big
I think-
thing, but there were some good ones out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I remember doing that for sure. All right.
I think Sarah's doing her due diligence
Yeah, for sure.
as she's on the show
I'm
next
just
week.
kind of spaced out there for a second.
Oh.
There's also a 30-second delay. So, that kind of happens too. But I think right now might be a time to.
That's good. That's good.
So, I think I'm ready.
Make a note of that,
I
David.
think I'm ready to complain about something, guys. I've had enough news. I'm ready to go at it. So, just a little warning for everybody, a little spoiler alert for episode number 1 of the Falcon and. All right. So I'm a little pissed. And there are many things that I can overlook when it comes to the movies, right? You got space travel, you got super villains, you got things that defy the law of physics, the destruction of major global landmarks in every single movie. But I cannot handle that in episode 1 of The Falcon and Winter Soldier that Sam the Falcon is having mortgage issues. First, a little disclaimer there. I probably think they're trying to tell a story about society and equity and all of that kind of stuff, but still, seriously, how can an Avenger be in danger of losing the family home and business when he is literally friends with billionaires? Pepper Potts, what is wrong with you? You're out there too busy selling candles that smell like your private parts to help a man in need. No reward money for literally helping save half of mankind from a supervillain? What about Captain Marvel? What's she up to? She can't conjure up some boat repairs for this guy? What is going on over there? I don't understand. He could have made some money with a little bit of effort. I'm making money on speaking gigs. Can he do some speaking gigs, right? How about he goes and signs some autographs at that mall connecting Mandalay Bay with Luxor? Pete Rose has been doing it for 20 years. Sit next to him, make some extra cash. Speaking of Las Vegas, why don't you just dress like yourself out there on the strip, take some pictures with people? Tons of fake superheroes out there making lots of cash. Why can't you? Why not launch the Falcon breakfast cereal? How about selling rights to a toy line? Hawk some products for company. Falcon some products for company. And finally,
Did we lose Glenn? Did Glenn grumpy himself out?
No, dude, how about finally a GoFundMe page? None of these things, easy ideas that I just came up with. I don't know what's going on with that. Craig, did you see this show?
I did. And, I agree with all your points but one. Instead of Vegas, he should be with the other Avengers and DC superheroes in front of Mann's Chinese Theater and across the street from Jimmy Kimmel.
Right.
Come on.
Seriously, easy way to get some cash over there.
Craig just told us how much money he made on the Warner Brothers stock. Greg, break him off a few. Come on, man.
Hey, I got a grandson I got to put through college.
All right, so hopefully on this
now that's a whole pricing thing.
Hopefully on the show they'll bring it together and all of that kind of stuff. And I do wish Sam and his family the best. I hope they get their business straightened out. But come on, they're spending hundreds of million dollars on this TV show. They couldn't throw him a couple of bucks for a little help over there. I don't understand. Whatever.
Hey, Batman took care of the Kent farm. Come on. He bought the bank.
Oh, Glenn, you need a vacation.
Laurie, are you regretting coming on this show yet? Because I regret being on every week.
I'm just, I'm going into like friend mode of like, how can I help Glenn?
Don't worry.
I love that she said he's so grumpy. Yeah.
Grumpy
Glenn.
I was on a tangent earlier today, so I get tangents.
All right, so with any luck, my wife, who I just saw pulling into the driveway, has brought me home my favorite popcorn from the local grocery store. It's got that amazing movie theater taste to it because we're going to watch Kong vs. Godzilla tonight. Me and the teenage boys, so we're very, very excited about that.
Very cool.
Who's going to win? I've got a hunch, but I don't want to take a guess.
Well, there you guys go. If you're going, viewers out there, put it in the comments.
I'm going with Kong.
Who do you guys have? So Laurie's going with Kong. Craig?
I'm going to go with Godzilla.
Glenn, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm going with Kong because I think it'll be a feel-good story.
Exactly. Exactly, because he's more soft and warm in personality, and Godzilla's just Godzilla, kind of mean.
I know.
I want him to win.
No, right. All right. So you're right, Peter. He should be eligible for a PPP loan. Like they didn't have it in government programs when half the world comes back and everybody's out of work and stuff like that. I don't know. The whole thing is just frustrating to me, guys. I don't know.
I don't know. You're punching holes in that whole scenario.
I tried watching one of the Godzilla films in the last couple of years, but they were so freaking boring. I'm just hoping there's lots of monster fights in this movie.
Glenn, you talking about this streaming show reminds me of what we talked about. Maybe we should ask the audience to chime in. Should Glenn and I do a show on travel, tech, and entertainment so that we could give our reviews on all of the above? So do Glenn and I a favor and put that in the comments below, and we'll check that out. And I'm sure we're going to disappoint some of you, and we'll do a
I'm
show.
counting on disappointing as many people as possible out there. Dave's perpetually disappointed. He wishes he out to me. But Craig, when you're talking about these things, I mean, I promised everybody it won't be me complaining the way I just complained. It'll be really good, honest reviews about all the.
Well, I was waiting to hear go around the ramen here. What's Craig's peeve, or what's he want to be grumpy about? And then Dave, you can chime in with yours.
I just want to go to Maui. That's really it right now. I want to pack up my son and his family, my grandkids, and
take a test.
My daughter-in-law, go to Hawaii. So, but I get my first shot next week, so we're getting there.
I get my second one in 2 Mondays, I think.
Nice.
Or 3 Mondays. So.
I got my first one yesterday, and now I'm reflexively checking my arm to see if it still hurts.
I had
Is it all bruised?
Oh,
congrats.
Hey, good for you, Laurie.
Nice, good for you, Laurie. Did you get sick after the second one?
No, my arm was sore on both, but no. I was, and I did Pfizer.
That's what I got too, yeah. I'm holding out hope then. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
Right? No bueno.
That is right. Grumpy is not in Craig's vocabulary.
Very true.
There you go.
Very, very true.
I'm not grumpy.
Jovial. Every time I look at Craig, I think of Father Mulcahy from Mass. Jocular.
Hey, no Irish jokes.
Hey, by the way,
You went
Dave,
Irish the other week. We
show that
changed
used
his
to be.
name.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was just explaining to you, Dave, that MASH was a show that used to be.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the problem with this show for me is 99% of the time I'm sitting here like, what? And then they play these commercials, and I'm just like,
what?
Back in the day, David, there only used to be broadcast television, and every 15 minutes there were commercials.
What's
That's
a commercial?
how they paid for the shows.
What's that?
Hold on.
Oh my God.
So whenever you guys see me just kind of staring into space with that doofy smile on, it's because I have no clue what they're talking about.
You really got to get back with 70s, 80s pop culture references, dude,
So that you basically want me to talk at no point during the show. All right. Can I tell you guys a quick story about an 80s reference? Glenn, I've told you this story before. Maybe I've even told on the show. I don't even know.
Right.
But when I was working at one of the hotels in Newark Airport, and I was trying to keep it short, but there was a guy outside the front looking very anxious. I went to ask him how, what was going on, if I could help him. And he told me that the van that was picking up his equipment, his person's equipment, was late, and they want the timing to be perfect. Yes, Sarah. Yes, absolutely. They want the timing to be perfect because he doesn't want his person to be outside the front for too long, so there's no autographs or pictures. Okay, no problem. I find out where the van is. I come back, and I say, okay, that's on the way here. But if there's a problem, I can take the person out the back. Who is it? And he goes, oh, it's Pat Benatar. And I say, okay, so should I take him out the back door?
Him.
And the guy looked at me like,
God.
no, I think it's okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny.
This is Morton Downey Jr.'s show. Dave, that was like the first of the crazy ass talk shows that were on where they had people on to yell at each other.
Sarah, can we dress up like 90s and eat like 90s snacks like Gushers and Dunkaroos and just kind of really like have Glenn and Craig having no clue what was going on? It's kind of like last week when we were talking about
drinking. We have no clue anyhow. So
it's like last week when me and Danny were talking about drinking games in college, and you guys had no idea. You guys, we played quarters.
Well, I mean, quarters was like a staple.
I mean, I'm not saying quarters
still is,
fun,
right?
but it is actually a pretty.
Oh wait,
fun
there's a change shortage.
Don't worry, Craig and I will play all of our favorite Andrew sister songs from 1940 to even it out for you guys.
There we go.
Yeah.
So,
Sarah's
Dave,
down.
I'll tell you a quick little story, somewhat similar to yours. I used to work at the front desk at a Hyatt here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it was Labor Day weekend, and we had massive check-ins, and you're just going through the numbers and just trying to plow through the line of people and still make a little small talk, right? So this guy comes up and he says he's checking in, and I say last name, and he says Cooper, and I'm typing it in, and it pulls up, and you know, again, making small talk, haha. I'm like, well, you don't look like an Alice. Oh shit, Alice Cooper's in front of me.
That's funny. See, and that one I knew.
Oh, see,
I can laugh for real now at that one.
And he lives there too, doesn't he?
yeah, he does. His air conditioning was out, so he brought the kids to the pool for the weekend.
Mascara was running.
That's a good. That's when I've had those moments where you just kind of look up like, oh.
Okay.
Oh my God, too funny.
Guys, speaking of being too funny, I can't believe that our hour is almost up. But before, I know, and
I only got 1.5 drinks in.
And thank you for honoring Passover with a Moses reference. We'll let you Christians out there have your little Easter on Sunday.
Oh yeah, Good Friday's today. Happy Good Friday, everybody.
It's great Friday.
After the show, people are not going to say it was a Good Friday.
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking it.
I'm hurt.
You know what?
I agree, Lori. I think Lori. I think that you and I should start our own show.
Glenn and I. It's not you, Lori. The guests
Shot
are
through
always
the heart, and you're to blame.
I will say, being under this quarantine for so long, I totally missed Ash Wednesday, the one day of the year where I look at everybody and I'm flummoxed by why everybody has something on their forehead. What? One of these days this year.
Amy's right.
Yes, Amy.
Well, let's see. I want to see this story. I'm going to read this, Sarah. Let's see. Sarah, who is, by the way, one of the best concierges in the world. So let me tell you, she has a bunch of stories that I'm sure she could tell, but probably never will. But she one time told the guy who she thought was a lame Johnny Depp impersonator, only to find out it was actually Johnny Depp.
Nice.
Was he dressed up like a pirate?
Well, he would have been the cool Johnny Depp then, I'm guessing.
Oh my God!
Exactly, Amy.
Sarah,
you
Sarah, think
could
of
love
some,
a bad move. Somebody
Sarah,
got
think
my
of some
phone.
good
Look at that.
concierge
Yeah, I
stories,
love it.
that you can share next week. I want to hear some of those juicy LA concierge stories that are safe to share.
I gotta go.
No. We want the dangerous stories.
I've always had that impulse, Sarah.
Yeah. I used to do that with my neighbors. I'd come walking over to them with my thumb out like I was going to wipe it off, and they'd automatically start backing up, going, no, don't do that.
Were you giving him the sign of the cross instead?
There you go, Craig.
No, I was just trying to wipe it
gotta
He
off.
was dressing like a pirate.
Yeah, I don't feel too guilty about all that because I've had to explain Yom Kippur to the same people over and over and over and over again throughout my life. So it's no big deal. All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Yep. Thank you. All right, guys. I think it's time for the one reason why every one of you tune in each and every week. Of course, I'm talking about Laurie, you came into the gauntlet, you succeeded, you made it way through. You still may have a job come Monday. You might as well do it yourself shamelessly as possible.
Oh gosh, no, I love to work with everybody. Come build hotels. Come give me a call.
Wow,
I'm in the Sun Belt. You want to come here?
I got to build a hotel.
You're going to remake that a tagline for the company?
Yeah, right?
IHG Hotels and
Be
Resorts.
the
Come
person
build
who's
hotels.
running into the fire instead of the people running away.
Come build hotels.
Laurie, what's going to be the next name for IHG?
Ooh, that's a good one.
# We Build Hotels.
I have
What
used
about
that
your
before, Dave.
mini hotel?
Oh, micro combo. Yeah, that's a new thing that we're doing. For small markets,
Right.
we are doing a hotel that is half Avid and half Candlewood with one lobby. And why I say small markets is it makes sense, where you wouldn't necessarily build a full Avid and build a full Candlewood, but half and half makes sense. And it doesn't really work that well in the big cities because we hopefully will be doing both of them at a full size. So works really well in some of those smaller tertiary markets.
Shout out to
You know-
Candlewood Suites, by the way, my first ever hotel job.
Nice.
What was Candlewood?
Candlewood.
There you go.
Candy. The
When you
candy.
Now,
said,
nice thing about that, Lori, is there are special government programs through the Department of Agriculture as well. That's a
The USDA.
hybrid
Yeah.
SBA loan for those type of projects.
Mhm.
And if you also incorporate a green component, you can get even more money. So brilliant on your guys' part. I love this idea.
yeah, Craig, I was a little confused when you first said micro combo. I thought you were talking about when I had a little sexy time with the wife last week.
Where's the other one,
I
Glenn?
am so glad I'm on the left coast. You are in so much trouble when you get off the air.
That was more of a joke about myself.
Nice.
Producer Dave.
As always, you know,
I'm sorry. Amy's asking, any more plans for more Voco brands?
Yes. I don't personally sell Voco, but yes, it has a very aggressive growth schedule coming out.
I would highly recommend Holiday Inn Express, right, Laurie? Is that what I should?
Holiday Inn Express is, it's the bread and butter. It is the big machine.
Trying to sell some franchises for you. Which ones, Laurie?
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
well, she built
Brand
hotels.
conversions,
So,
brand
duh.
conversions.
Right. Now, Holiday Inn Express, I mean, it's a classic and it does fantastic. It works well in tertiary. It works well in a downtown environment. It can go leisure. It can go corporate. It's very versatile. Avid, which we introduced a couple years back, is designed to kind of take that space where, Holiday Inn Express kind of grew up into the next category up over time, and Avid is sliding right under it and taking its place. So
Nice.
you're going to see a lot of growth with Avid. We already have 30 of them open. We have another 200 behind that with signed executed licenses, but a bunch of them are already through plan review. A bunch of them are already ground broke. There's a big train coming.
When you sign a deal, why would you want to execute them? That seems like really harsh.
That's terminology.
This is becoming too much of a no vacancy show for my taste. If you guys want to have Laurie's expert opinions and expert content, we need to schedule our Monday through Thursday. This is Friday. Thank you very much.
I was just going to say, good luck with
Tuesdays
that
and
Holiday-
Thursdays with Connect.
Good luck with that Holiday Inn Express brand. I haven't heard of it. I wish you luck. Maybe you'll.
Oh man, you need to stay smart, man.
He wants to say that, but everybody that
But
watches
you did
this
stay
show,
at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
everybody that watches this show watches No Vacancy, and everybody knows that Holiday Inn Express is Glenn's co-host #1 favorite brand. So there's a lot of great promotion almost every day at No Vacancy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have seen that. Thank you very much. Thank you. But there's lots of weird terminologies in this industry. Like when we refer to a transient hotel, people look at like you're talking about like homeless or something. But it's like this word that we all throw around.
It's a hotel that moves from location to location every single, Dave, have a good point for yourself, buddy.
I think one of my competitors started doing some of those pop-up hotels at like Coachella and stuff.
That's a pretty cool idea.
I won't name names.
Name
Just one of my competitors.
That's good enough.
So for me, same as always, No Vacancy live again. I've been saying this for a couple of days. Next Monday, like 2-3 days from now, you have to watch. You will not believe where we're broadcasting from. I can't believe that I won't be there. So I'm jealous, even though I don't know.
Are you guys going to Maui to Craig's condo?
No, it's even better.
It's not.
We might be broadcasting from one of the most well-known locations on the entire planet, but we'll find out. Tune in Monday at noon to find out. Dave, you're working at the Even Midtown, New York City. How can we find you guys on Instagram?
New York City.
You can go to Even Midtown NYC. Check it out on Instagram. We're posting up a lot of the great stuff that we're doing. Like us, follow us, and of course, stay here.
Yes, this Monday, Carol. This Monday, Ken. I don't like Vinny's hair.
Excuse me, first of all,
I'm
Ken
gonna
Patel.
try to do it, David. Here we
Please, Ken Patel is one of the most esteemed people.
go. Right now, Craig's upset that he cut all of his.
And lots of love from you. Man, you are doing
And this is my I just cleaned a hotel all day hair. Wait till you see next Friday when I'm actually like have my hair done halfway decent.
There you go. Boom.
Oh, Sarah, not the White House. They will never let me in there after the unpleasantness the last time.
So, Glenn, is it within the United States?
Yes. Yes, it is in the US. But that's it. We're not saying any more.
I'll just say
No, you're not saying any more.
Left
Producer
coast to
Dave has
right
put his
coast.
foot down. He's getting kicked off the show because he's not saying any more. You have to tune in Monday at 12 to any of the different channels. You will not believe we're broadcasting from. In fact, we confirmed it today, so it will be happening.
Sarah, don't you understand? It's not that Dave has great hair. It's that this is happening. This is happening here, and I'm sad and I'm jealous of his gorgeous youth.
Well, that's why you pull it forward.
Yeah, I don't know, Carol. I don't know. You're going to have to tune in on Monday. All right, Craig. Have a good day.
Hey.
You, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? Lori and you will both be at Click 5 live and in person October 5th at the Crown Jewel, the Anaheim Resort area, the JW Marriott. So get that contract signed on our stage with Lori on October 5th.
I like how you think
So,
That'd be pretty
hey,
cool.
we hit a milestone on LinkedIn. One of our shows was in the top 1% of everything being viewed on LinkedIn. So I want to thank my audience for that.
And that's not this program. We're in the bottom 1% with it.
Hey,
That's all-
way
that's
to
all-
bring
You know,
that.
it keeps me humble.
Let's
What
all
can I
give
say?
credit where
Was
credit
that when
is
you
due.
interviewed me? That's so cool.
It was. And we had sound issues. So
And they still watched
just imagine what would have happened.
We have to give credit where credit is due. Great job, Danny. Way to take care and push Craig forward.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you,
Sarah.
Sarah.
I appreciate that for sure.
Lori, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for entertaining me with my lovely
Great drink.
screwdriver. There's a
Great
restaurant
Yeti
here in
cup.
Phoenix that calls this vodka with pulp. I like that.
Oh,
If I would have known that this morning, it would have been in the ad.
The orange cam, even better.
Yeah.
We had lots of tasty cocktails tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here on the Friday night. We'll be back next week with the incredible Sarah Dandishy. Can't wait to have her on the show. I didn't do an official plug, but I did it earlier. Come on, hook me up, hook a brother up. Buy the adapters. Go to theadapters.net. Learn more. Lots of great content beyond the book. Yes, Craig.
I want to ask producer David a question.
Sure.
I've checked my mailbox every day. I haven't gotten my free autographed copy. Have you gotten yours?
Please. I couldn't even get a pen from Glenn.
I don't have any fucking copies. I had to buy that shit off of Amazon myself. I still haven't gotten any copies here yet.
You think I'm gonna get a book? I couldn't even get a pen or a notepad from Glenn.
All right, Dave. When you email me, you send me your address. I'll get you some.
Dave, I got a hand solo and carbonite soap.
See, Glenn. So now
Yeah.
even Lori's giving me some congratulations.
Lori's got great
Tony
swag.
wants to do this. One of these bad boys coming to you on Monday. We got some Friday Night Audit swag, a very special thing that I purchased coming to you soon. Hang tight. We will totally reverse course here with this. All right, everybody. I can't deal with this anymore. I feel like I'm
What about the Grumpy Glenn t-shirts?
get some
Where can you find the Grumpy Glenn t-shirts?
red.
On the Aloha Craig store on Red Bubble.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us this week. Really appreciate you. You all deserve a fucking medal for being here this long. I don't know what to tell you. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week for another episode.
Thank you, guys.
Friday night.
Bye.
Thank you, Lori. Aloha.
Thank you. Aloha.